right, and sweating at the same time. It's pretty hot out here this morning, and we're joined once again by lifestyle expert Janette Ewen. Now, we were talking earlier about glamping, camping the glamorous way. We had some really cool items on the table. We didn't get to all of them, so we're just going to show a few more before we head to the bottom here with these little tents.
Right at the end there, that's the propane, and it's the turbo lighter from Coleman, and this is great because it will light a campfire in 2 minutes or less.
Oh.
And it's very safe. You just attach that front piece to the top of your propane.
Yep.
And it's really controlled, a lot easier to use.
Good idea.
Now moving along from Mark's, I popped in there.
Yep.
And got the great hiking socks. They've got all your hiking boots, socks, gear, anything you need in there. Really great place to check in. And what's nice is it's really fashionable and lightweight now.
Right. Okay.
Even some cute sundresses for the ladies that I would wear hiking. Okay.
These I love. This is a necessity, I think, anytime you go camping, or even, you know what, just to have in your purse all summer.
For road trips, camping, have it in your purse, have it in your glove compartment. We were talking about it. Camping is great, but sometimes the
facilities are not,
that's
you
not
know,
what you want.
No.
So those are great. Another great item right next to it is the camp shower.
Okay.
Which is great. You can attach it, you know, anything like a tree that's raised, and it saves you having to go into the icky bathroom.
And sometimes I don't mind showering outside in the beautiful outdoors, or even in, you know, a lake if you're allowed to bring your soap or whatever else in there. What a great idea.
I honestly think it's better. I went camping recently and there was no lights in the washroom.
Oh.
So I was wishing I had that. And that's some great biodegradable camp soap
so
as
that you can bring outside with you.
Yeah. Now let's talk comfortable seating.
Yes.
This is from Coleman, again from Canadian Tire, and this folds up really small and tight, about this big, this tall.
Wow.
So you can throw a bunch of these in the back, whether it's you're going camping or a road trip, and you can feel that breathable back
that's
on it.
what I was just thinking. I'm like, that's gorgeous that you have the breathable background, because sometimes, you know, you stick and sweat to your chair. And,
exactly. This is really well made. I love this. For additional seating, this is from Mark's, Wind River. This is great. I'm going to show you how that just folds up so easy.
Tiny.
And you can just tuck that in its little carrying case. I would put a bunch of these in the back of the car and just keep them there.
That's a great idea.
Whether it's a soccer game or a camping
even if you're
trip.
going on a hike or something and you want to sit and have your lunch, you know, that is something so tiny you can throw in your backpack, carry over your shoulder, and at least you're not sitting on the ground.
That's a great tip, actually. I'm going to take mine hiking next time. Okay, over to food and drink.
Yes.
Essential. This is the Coleman cooler. I love this. It looks like the traditional one, but it's so lightweight that you can put a ton of ice in it, a ton of beer or whatever you want to put in there, and you can still lift it. And what's great is it will keep ice cold for 3 days.
Wow.
Which I just think is amazing. And then we were talking all of your necessities for eating. For the hardcore hiker, this is a full meal kit with a spork that collapses down. Isn't this fun?
Okay, check this out. You got a fork, a knife, and a spoon in one.
I know.
A spork knife?
I guess, yeah, I didn't notice the knife part. We have to add that on. So that's always great. And of course, cocktails. We've got our camping wine glasses and beer steins.
Of course you need those. And the nice thing about these is they're not glass, so if you drop these, it's fine, and it's not going to have to worry about them breaking or even cracking, right? Because sometimes plastic cracks.
That's so true. That's so true.
Okay, now these cups, I love these. I have one myself, and I must admit I poolside with it quite often.
These are genius. What you can do is you can chill them before, put your beverages in, and the bugs aren't going to get in. You can do different colors for different people, so you know who's what. And I picked those up from Canadian Tire as well.
Or anything else in there, right?
Nothing's getting in there. And they're great, you know, make a smoothie before you head out on your road trip.
Good plan.
My favorite item.
Last but not least.
We're debating whether this is a pig or a hippo. I'm not sure. Maybe viewers can
decide. I thought it looked like a pig, but
I did too.
Who knows?
I noticed his buck teeth.
Oh,
this is an amazing kids tent. It's the new take on the pup tent, and this just zips open here.
Okay.
And what's great is that it just comes all folded up, and in about 10 seconds it's ready. It requires no assembly.
I love it.
It's so fun, and this is great for kids even if you want to work them into camping and say, do a backyard camp party on Pinterest. And there's some great ideas for backyard. You could have s'mores, have all the kids get a tent. This is $19.99 from Canadian Tire, so it's a great price. And I do want to mention, if you are a first-time camper and you're a little bit nervous about going out on your own, there's a great, with Ontario Parks, a Learn to Camp program.
Okay.
It's actually sponsored by Canadian Tire, who was so nice to lend me all this stuff. And it's going to give you a supervised camping weekend. So if you are nervous to take, so you've got little kids, you've never been camping before, they're going to give you a great program, a great weekend, and it's all supervised. They'll show you what to do to get you started in all your camping adventures.
Perfect. And for all these glamorized camping tips, we can head to your website?
Yes, it's www.JanetteEwen.com.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for having us here, being with us this morning. Actually, I learned so many great tips on camping the glamorous way, so can't wait to try it out this summer.